Hi, this is Jeffrey Smith from SEO Design Solutions. Today, I'm going to show you how to change the theme button colors inside the SEO Design framework. First, proceed to the Global Styles section by navigating through SEO Design, Styles, and then scroll down to the Theme Buttons chevron. From there, simply click once to open, and then you can customize the Twitter Bootstrap button styles from here. In order to provide you with the most flexibility, we've included 6 styles of buttons from Twitter Bootstrap inside the framework, including a few more. For example, you'll see the default button options, the primary button options, the success button options, the info button options, warning, and danger button options. And each has its own respective fallback, or rather default hex color states, including the text color, the hover color, and the active state. By default, theme buttons pull from the Twitter Bootstrap hex color defaults, but if you're using an SDF skin, then they may have been customized to accommodate a design. If you like, you can override the settings here in the SEO Design, Styles, Theme Buttons chevron area, or you can even reset the theme options if you wanted to start fresh. You'll see these button types in other areas of the framework, such as the SDF Builder, specifically when you add a call to action button. The way you do that is you click the SDF Builder, you either add a row or hero section, choose the column layout that you'd like to see, or the column widths rather. For the sake of example, I'm going to do a 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Touch the module area, and then when you see the call to action button or button color, you can do this. Let's just add this now. This is the name of the button, or the text in the button. I can choose if I wanted to have a top or bottom margin here. I can determine if I wanted to have an icon inside the button as well, and this pulls from Font Awesome. I can also choose my button alignment option. If I'd like to use an entrance animation, I'll just select Bounce In. I can even determine the duration, the alignment of the button. I'm going to go ahead and make that centered. And you see, here's what I was referring to, which is the button style. So you can see that I have the primary button, secondary, white, gray, black, default, success, info, and so on. Earlier in the style section, we showed you how you could actually make those adjustments. But now, in the instance that you wanted to actually use one, you could pull that from here. You also have the option to determine if you'd like to make the button large, default, small, or extra small. You can determine if the link, you have to use an absolute URL, so you've got to use your HTTP, www, and then your domain.com, and wherever you're linking to. For the target, you can either make it for the same window or a new window if the link is clicked. You can either determine if you want the link to be no followed or do followed. So if you're linking out to other sites, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and just say, yes, add the no follow attribute so that you don't incur a penalty from Google. And you also have the option, if you wanted to add additional CSS classes, you could just use the class name here, and that would pull into this section. But basically, I just wanted to bring to your attention the style option. And once again, when you make changes, or if you pull from this button here, it's going to go ahead and go back to the style section and pull from the theme buttons hex colors that you have over here. So for example, we have the primary button. If I wanted to change that and make the background color something different, or the border or text color, if you will, I can do that here, save changes, and then anything that I did on the front end would be published as a result of that. So this actual button here, let's just go ahead and use this. I'm going to call this theme buttons, and I'm going to go ahead and publish it. Let's take a look at the page. And there's the button that I used. Now if I wanted to go back and change that into any other button type, it's quite easy. I simply go back, go to the page level, click the option here, scroll down to the button style, and I can simply change that here. Update my changes, refresh the page, and voila. And that's how you change buttons inside the SEO Design framework.